Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Anti-Bias. With me, as always, my mate Hampu in Afrikaans, Hampo in English.
Always good, buddy. Always good. Nice to be back.
And we welcome you to our new, in Afrikaans called a sitkamer. What's it in English?
It would
Lounge?
be a lounge, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Studio lounge.
this is the new look of what we going to be bringing to you guys, to your screens. It's a lot more comfortable look and feel, isn't it, Hampo?
100%, yeah.
A lot more homey.
Sort of suits what's happening in Cape Town at the moment with this weather and the cold and everything. It's nice. It's cozy. Good.
Tell you one thing, Cape Town winter for me is the worst 6 months of my life.
Yeah, no,
I'm not made for it.
you must be missing Pretoria now.
Yeah, only this little bit now, yes. It's the only time when I think back home and I go, gee, I'd love to have been in shorts by 11 o'clock.
Yeah,
So
true.
we missed about 2 weeks, Hampo. We missed last week. Not
Yeah.
missed, life happened.
Yes.
So a lot has happened in the bowls world actually last weekend and the weekend before. So we didn't miss you. We didn't miss your results. We've captured what we think is the most important and newsworthy. You'll also see there's no bronze medalists. We've upped the standard of the show now. So only gold and silver gets recognized. No more bronze medalists. Ams?
Okay, then.
I mean, if you look at tonight's shows, only the.
Yeah. And at the
Yeah.
top of the podium.
If you want to make the anti-bias show now, you have to
Bronze doesn't crack it.
play in a final.
Yeah.
There's no more losing semi-finalists,
Okay.
unless it's like the nationals.
Yeah.
But that's only we don't have to worry about that next year again.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's get right into it. The Eastern Province, or the EP Bowls Masters, was held at Westview. And in the ladies' Open Masters silver medalist, we've got Jackie de Koker. And our mate in the men's Open Masters, there you see how happy he is, Neil Burkett.
Yeah, Burke's back on the podium there. Well done. He's had a nice little run, SA Open, and now again at the EP Masters.
Yeah,
Well done, Burks.
I said to him when he was playing at the SA Open, I said, Burks, turning the time back to 1996.
Yeah.
And he just goes, well, it's coming out quite nicely. So it's obviously still coming out quite nicely.
Well, I heard a rumor in flag season that Kevin Campbell had a small procedure done on his bowling hand, or it was in his wrist or something like that, which sorted out a few things, which is obviously showing now. So we've yet to hear what procedure Berkey went for, but it's definitely
But
working.
it's working. And then we go to the gold medalists. In the ladies, you've got Desmarie Rosenblatt, or Desi as she's formerly known.
Yeah, Desi, well done.
I wonder how many she's one of those.
Yeah, for sure.
And then we spoke about Ulrich Steinberg when we, in the mixed pairs, I said he's quite a player.
Yeah.
And there he is again on the podium.
Yeah, I remember you saying you rate him quite highly. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I would love to see what a guy like Ulrich Steinberg would do in a bigger district, in a Western Province or a JBA and a BGA in a strong Port Natal, in a stronger district, because he's a good player.
Yeah.
I'd love to see how he would perform, because with all due respect, he's wrapping up everything in Eastern Province, but they only have about 20 players.
Yeah.
Now the pool's a lot smaller. And I'd love to see how he goes if he plays against stronger players week in, week out.
Yeah. Well done, Tim. Very good.
Up next, we go to Eden. Esme Kruger continuing her fine run of form.
Yeah.
Her and our friend Karika de Beer.
Yes, yeah. All the way from Mossel Bay.
All the way from Mossel Bay.
Yeah.
And Esme has now won the National Fours, All Cape Fours, silver in the pairs at Nationals.
Yeah.
And now the Eden pairs. So she's on a cracking run, and
yeah, she's had a great
she should be on that team sheet going to Scotland for the Commonwealth Games.
I agree.
She should be. And in the men, our mates, we've got Billy Radloff and old Zykes Malani.
Zykes Malani, yeah.
For those of you that watched the PBA, He had the fortune of playing against Aaron Sheriff in a game on the TV rink, Old Zykes, and he was quite entertaining with his antics on and off the green. So
Yeah.
well done to Billy and Zykes.
Very well done. Yeah.
Then up next we go to we come home.
Yeah. We come in for the champs of champs.
Champ of champs. Ruan Stone playing Johnny D'Souza in the final. Ruan Stone coming home with the silver.
Yeah, and continuing his good run in singles. Eh?
No, he's a very good singles player.
Yeah.
Obviously, forward specialist.
Yeah.
He's done won medals at provincial level in two wood, like in fours, but
Yeah.
so playing for a club where they're trying to grow and
Sure.
maybe not the strongest teams, but he's done well for himself. Also had all the opportunity, let's be honest.
Yeah.
He's had all the opportunity to grow. I mean, from a young age, he's been in invitationals. He's played under 35s, invitationals again. So he's had a lot of opportunity to play stronger singles competitions. For example, like what you've had. You haven't had the opportunities he's had in such a short amount of time.
Sure.
From him starting. I mean, how long did it take you to get the invitational?
Well, eh?
No, he did it in his
And even
third year.
then it was surprising.
No, well, I mean, so he has a lot of opportunities. So if you have the opportunities, you must take it, which he sort of has done. In the ladies, Colleen Bryan from Western Province Cricket Club.
Yeah, well done, Colleen.
And then we go to the winner, João or Johnny D'Souza. He's also a man of a million nicknames.
Yeah, Johnny D'Souza, no longer Johnny De Silva, is back back on the top there.
So I spoke to him. I was actually got stuck with him on the Saturday night before the final, and Durbanville, because that's where the men played, and we had a good few.
Yeah, okay.
And when he won the gold there, I sent him a message. I said, "Hey Johnny, well done on your win." And he goes, "Back to my very best. I don't know what I must do with these arrows now," because he's ordered a set of arrows and he won it with a Tiger Pro. So he says, "I don't know what I must do with this now." So he's in two minds. It's always the best place to be, in two minds, before you go to the European Championship later on in the year.
Correct, yeah, correct.
And then in the ladies, Michelle Brits from Gordons Bay.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people in the Western Cape or Western Province say, new face on the block. Definitely not. She used to play for Northern Free State.
Okay.
Back in the day. She's been around for quite some time and a very good player. And I think Gordons Bay is very lucky to have someone like her.
Yeah, geez, well done. Very good.
In their ranks. Then we go to BGN. Our mate, Wayne Perry.
Yeah.
Winning
silver there.
Yeah, winning the silver. And in the ladies, the current SA Open ladies champion, Sutar.
Sutar, yes, well done.
She was actually looking quite forward to, when we had the interview with her, she was looking forward to possibly doing the treble.
Okay.
She would win SA Open, BGN ladies singles. Well, she could have done the quadruple, because I don't think they've had their masters yet.
True. Yeah.
So she could have won. She could have gone quite deep. But I mean, what a achievement coming back from the SA Open and then going silver.
Yeah.
Our mate Nick Shaw didn't do that. If you look at
unfortunately not.
Our mate Nick Shaw still celebrating his SA Open gold. And then we go to the winners. Tiaan Petersen is what I would say a surprise win.
Okay.
Knew of him while I was playing in BGN, but never really saw anything of him.
Okay.
So well done, Tiaan, for winning it for a very small club, Centurion Bowling Club.
Okay, brilliant.
Well done to you and your club. And then in the ladies, the ever steady Leonie Durant. She's won that thing multiple times.
Oh, really?
Always there and thereabout when it comes to singles titles. And again, no Mike O'Connor.
Oopsie.
No Mike. Michael, and get on the green pole. Then we go to their neighbours in the JBA pairs. And there you see the current SA veteran singles champion, Ian Buxton and Ken McLean, silver medalists in the JBA pairs. In the ladies, you've got Fiona Duke and Peter Smith.
Okay.
And your winners, Gianni Gatti and Brian Dahl in the men from Bedford View. In the ladies, the ever steady Heather Pembroke and Esma Ali. How many times have you mentioned their names over the last few years?
For sure, yeah.
So that's it for some of the results for the evening, or the notable results.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
Up next, we've got the PBA Foundation Academy head coach, Anneke Skeepers, bringing you the Coach's Corner.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Coach's Corner, brought to you by Grip and Stuff. Have you ever had a game or part of a game where you felt like you've lost everything and you don't have a clue? Well, I have. You've probably also heard of the term, just go back to basics. Well, not everyone knows what to do when they have to go back to basics. A good example and a personal experience of mine was during a singles game. I was struggling with my line and weight. I got off the green and Mornay could clearly see that I was frustrated with myself. He didn't tell me what line to play or what to do with my weight. He only said one thing: forget about everything. Play a general line with general weight. This was him taking my attention away from what could go wrong and shifting my focus to something new. When you're deciding to go back to basics, you're basically sacrificing a bowl. You're telling yourself, I'm okay with whatever happens with this bowl. What you do is you go back to basics, you decide to play one bowl, you don't care where it ends, you play a general line with general weight without the added pressure of, I need to succeed now. Going back to basics is basically replaying your trial ends. You're relaxing, clearing your mind, and refocusing on something. Remember when you're relaxing to loosen your shoulders a bit. The first thing that tenses up when you're frustrated in bowls is your shoulders, and that has a direct effect on your delivery. When I'm saying play a general line with general weight, this is what I mean. You're not going to focus on a specific point of aim. You're going to look at a channel, pick a channel down the rink and play into it with any weight you like. Just relaxing, just loosening your arm a bit. A lot of people think going back to basics is that you need to analyze your delivery, your backswing, your stance, your grip. But there are way too many things to go back to if you need to analyze your delivery. The easiest thing to do is to just relax, like I've just said, clear your mind, and refocus, basically replaying your trial ends. Thanks for watching. I hope this tip works for you as well as it does for me. Join us next time for Coach's Corner, brought to you by Grip and Stuff.
There we have it, Hampo.
Yeah.
Another exceptional episode of the Coach's Corner.
Yeah.
You can at least see on our views, that's the one people want to see. You know, so we should stop posting that as a snippet and just keep it in the show. Maybe our views will also grow.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Guys, like always, we say thank you very much to Bits and Pixels for what they do for us and bringing us the show. The couches, the setup, the lights. It's only a small part of what they do. Podcast and streaming. On the screen, you can see all the other services. If you want someone to build your corporate identity or corporate brand, someone to look after your website, optimize your website, give them a shot. We are forever grateful, and you should be too, because without them, we don't sit here.
Yeah, and with anyone else who wants to follow suit and start a podcast of their own, best of luck to you finding someone like Bits and Pixels, because they're one of a kind.
No, we heard there's some golfing, a golfers podcast out now.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely share the details, the Bits and Pixels details with the new golfing
100%.
podcast that was launched, or shall we call it video call?
Yes.
And then also one for the road. we still have our promotion running with One for the Road. It's you only need your BSA number to get special discount. And they actually had a post out today, and you can see it on our page, where one might be too many.
Mm.
One drink might be too many to get behind the wheel. So I'd rather be safe, guys. If you can't afford One for the Road in a month, it means you can't afford to drink. Well, you shouldn't be drinking.
Fair point. Yeah.
So reach out to Joffy and One for the Road. Look at how you can not only just live safer and drink safer, but also move safer. It doesn't have to be from your house or from your club to your house. It could be between venues, from a bride to your house. Very safe option and a necessary option.
Great.
Thank you for your contribution as well, Joffy and the boys from One for the Road. Now, the reason why we wanted to pop up this result after the Coach's Corner is because I know these boys are avid fans of the Coach's Corner. If we can bring up that, there we go.
Oh wow! Look at that.
And you got the manager in the middle there, Sam from Grip and Stuff, and the boys all sporting the gripping stuff kit. But the reason why we wanted to bring this result up after the Coach's Corner is because we know Wayne and Dion and Roger, and I don't know Paulie so much.
Mm-hmm.
Paulie's a bit of like a Mustang, he runs wild. But the other three, they got their notebooks out when the Coach's Corner comes on.
Yeah.
Especially Dion, always has something to say. And congratulations to you boys on winning the KZN Fours. Huge achievement. All 4 Edo players. I think Dion's just moving actually.
Well,
I think he's going to. I think he still played in his Edo with his Edo's bowls. I think it's some of the last.
So him walking around with the Inslot cap on there.
But that's, guys, for you sitting at home, this is a prime example what would happen should you follow the Coach's Corner. You could be these 4. They were avidly watching, making notes. They couldn't wait for the Coach's Corner to come out. Someone like Wayne had his pen out, making notes like you did for Raggers, up and down.
Yeah.
He was sitting, making notes, doing, did the drills off camera. And you see what happens. This is the end result of commitment after watching Coach's Corner.
Yeah, like the proof's in the pudding there. And by the way, they're not all 7 foot tall, 7'2" tall there. It's a kind of trick on camera work there.
Yeah.
But well done, boys.
Nice
win there. Well done. Great tournament. Well done.
Yeah. And then talking about Aero, they had their sponsors. They released their sponsors players now in the week.
Okay. All right.
Or last week. So they had their the Aero Elite, as they call them. That's their top players, as you can see on the screen.
Okay.
We're not going to run through everyone on the screen, but some very familiar faces.
Yep.
On there, so they are the sort of the full sponsored guys, the fully sponsored Aero players, and then they went to like the second level, which is what they call the Aero Select. Influential players, some younger players that's got positive influence on the game, and they've got their sort of ambassadorship. And then I think I've heard from rumors that you've got the Aero Elite and you've got the Aero Select, but apparently the Aero Platinum, the one that's just above the Elite, is coming out in the next week.
Okay.
That's for me, you, Wade, Calvin, Wallace, the boys, Raggers. Raggy Uncle Greg is in there. Apparently they're in the Aero Platinum section. That's for like the oaks that's above the Elite.
Oh, okay. Is that for the in Raggers' scenario, so the most owned set of Aero bowls in the space of 3 years? Is that how you qualify?
Well, I mean, I can't say how the qualification worked, but it might have an impact on it.
Okay.
But yeah, so we're waiting for the Platinum athletes to but Calvin, we said we'll be on that one. Because myself and Calvin had a chat. He said, I think Jerry's missing a trick with me to you. I said, well, I'll just wait for the platinum ones to come out. Bugger the elites.
That's
So-
a nice. That's a nice touch from Arrow.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
And congrats to them. It's a good bunch. You can see it really is the future of bowls in the country. The top young players, the top players, guys that's making an impact or has an impact in bowls around the country, not only in a single district. So congratulations to all of you. And then something I really wanted to mention up next is this team PDBSA in the Gauteng Open. And I think it's the first time this has ever been done, is where where disability side has entered as a team in the Gauteng Open.
Oh wow, brilliant.
And I wouldn't be too surprised if it came from a guy you see the skip there, Eric Stresso. He's a visionary.
Okay.
He's quite a charismatic person, and I'm sure if something like this would have been driven, it would have been driven from his
Okay.
perspective, because he's just that type of guy that would want that, and it's incredible to see. And congratulations to you guys, whoever said let's do this, and the guys that said let's jump on board. They got everyone allowing it. I think it's incredible. Well done to you, and I wish we could see more of that.
Yeah.
You know, it's you are really paving the way for the disability discipline, if you want to call it that,
So I don't
in South
know.
Africa.
I don't know. Like, I mean, I played my single section in the SA Open at Municipals, and there was quite a few disability players there who had entered straight in the Open, and it was quite heartwarming to see. Gareth was there, Philip was there, I think, and so a few of the guys were there playing,
Yeah.
which was really lucky to see. you know?
Yeah, it's brilliant, and as someone said, let's encourage them to also enter in the Open. No reason not to. I mean, I don't think my dad would like me telling the story, but I'm going to tell it in any case. He played in the BGN singles section, and he had two disabled players in his section.
Okay.
One was Philip Bailey, and the
Yeah.
other guy was the name of Chris Reinecke. He only has one arm. I don't think my dad saw 10 in both games.
Jeez.
So I mean,
No, they can play. I tell you.
big time, and the encouragement's there to do it. And this is a statement, and a great statement from the disability guys. And I know, and I hope you guys do well. I mean, this is, for me, it's heartwarming to see.
100%.
Let's touch on the Western Province Pairs this past weekend,
Yes.
just to end us off. So a couple of interesting things. Let's start with the first interesting thing, Hampo. The first interesting thing being, we had a side, or two sides, that was unbeaten, playing each other in the section in the last game. They had the same shot aggregate going into the last game. They then drew, which put their scores at equal match points or win points.
Wow.
Shot aggregate was equal.
Mhm.
Shot percentage was equal.
Mhm.
And head-to-head was a draw.
Okay.
So they had to flip a coin to determine the section winner.
Flip a coin.
No, coin toss. To
Wow.
I think it is in the conditions of play. So if it is in there, then it is what it is.
Mhm.
And guess who it happened to? Stockies.
No. Really?
Yeah.
Jeez. I can't believe I haven't heard about this.
Stockies lost his section on a coin toss.
Oh my word. Damn.
But
Shame, man.
as unfair
Yo,
as it
that's
is
bad
to,
luck.
or as harsh as it is to go out of a coin toss, surely you should have provision. Rather go out for like a one extra end or something. You know?
Yeah, no.
I know the conditions of play might state coin toss, and you could only follow the conditions of play. But geez, imagine getting knocked out on a coin toss.
I don't know. Are you sure that's in conditions of play?
I don't know. I said I'm sure. Apparently, Nico Talhart was there, and he said, "Well, that's what it is." So I mean, he knows the conditions of play very well, because I think he's the technical on the executive.
Well, I think if there's enough time, you should surely go out and play one more end.
Yeah, I think sometimes common sense must prevail,
Correct.
and
Bring it down to bowls. We don't play bowls with coins. Crying that loud.
So
Yeah.
common sense must prevail. In a situation like that, go out and play a one ball, not a one ball, a extra end.
Yeah, correct.
And you spend your whole day to get knocked out on a bloody coin toss.
No,
Can you believe it?
that must be heartbreaking, Shem.
And then another little thing that we saw, I'm sure everyone, not everyone, a lot of people have seen the Facebook comment. I'm not going to mention from who or about who, but it's now the second time in a while that the same complaints are coming against the same people, where it has to do with time limits. Okay, so the Facebook complaint is that, or the complaint that was posted on Facebook is these teams played, they were one shot down, one to play, and the side that's also in their section that finished their game early pushed or influenced the umpire at the venue to call the game because they were over the time limit, the other side, and then benefiting the side that pushed the umpire or influenced the umpire, and they actually went through.
Oh, so they weren't playing against each other at the
No,
time?
they weren't playing against each other.
Okay.
They finished their game already, and when they were standing there, apparently influencing the umpire to call for time on the game, and with the end to go with the score 15-14, this side then lost because the umpire said get off, your time limit's up, and that made the other two go through. Now, what my concern is with that, firstly, is that you need to stick to the rules. The rule says a bell will ring with 10 minutes left to go.
Okay. Normal procedure.
There was no bell that rang. Firstly, everyone doesn't start in the same time.
Great.
So how do you know how long a side's played? And then there's no 10-minute warning bell or a 5-minute warning bell.
Which is normal procedure. It has
Normal
to happen.
procedure. If the bell doesn't ring, it means the umpire can't just come call you off. There needs to be a warning bell.
Imagine an umpire trying to do that to two of us playing pairs.
No, it will be,
Yeah.
no, it'll be chaos. But what makes this more, wat my meer bedonderd maak, or angry about it, is that both are Western Province executive members.
I see.
And they use their influence over an umpire for their own benefit.
Oh, that's not very sportsmanship-like, is it? No, look, I mean, come on, it's whoever's officials at the club and that kind of thing should surely know the procedures, know that the bell's got to ring. I mean, how many tournaments that we played in where they are such a stickler for those rules? You know, I remember playing trips out in Helderberg last season. When was it? No, a couple of seasons ago. And I think there was one side that actually finished 15 ends. The rest of the sides all got cut short in 14 ends, you know, because they're such a stickler for it and they're on it. You don't need a player to come and tell you what should be happening.
Yeah, well, I think how does the player know what the time was?
True, fair point.
As I'm saying, it was influenced because this is a executive member or a Western Province committee member using her position of power to influence a result in her favor.
Well, Mone, I'll tell you what, like I said, there's always two sides to the story, but that sounds very unacceptable.
Yeah, and we'll see what happens because in the past, you know, when I say something on whether it be Facebook or whether it be on air, you know, I'm just someone complaining and it's just me being difficult.
Being negative.
Now it's someone else.
Yeah. Good.
And I'd love to know what the outcome of this investigation would be. Because one of these players already have an investigation pending against them for behavior on a green in the Invitational Masters.
Correct. Yeah. But now this is all happening this weekend already in 2 days' time. So do you think anything will be done before then?
No, of course not. They'll wait for. I mean, the first. What did they say? The first time they can speak to the one is on the 19th of June.
Okay.
By then, the pairs is already over.
And it's done and played, yeah.
So even though we do deal with volunteers in this game, in the sport, unfortunately, things like this happen, and it's a sad day for bowls that executive members and committee members use their power for their own gain.
Yeah, you know, it's not like we see how other people get disciplined in the game. It happened to a mate of ours. The disciplinaries happen very quickly. I mean, same thing happened to you. It happened very quickly behind the scenes. Boom, it happens, done. Doesn't get delayed. Doesn't get delayed past a point of where it waits for that competition to finish. And in your example in pairs where you'd already paid to enter. Let's be consistent, yeah. And if you're going to do it to one, do it to everybody. It doesn't matter if they hold any kind of position in what executive.
Correct. I think if this was someone else,
We've been dealt with
it
already.
would have been dealt with already.
Possibly.
Not only just the pacing, but the Invitational Masters
Yeah, yeah.
incident as well.
Yeah.
It would have been dealt with. But now they're hiding behind, now they're trying to protect their own. And this person is one of the people that was the first one to say suspend him when I got into trouble.
Yeah.
I was the first one to take the Sambok. And they were, this person was part of them. And not even man enough to, when I had my meeting with them, my mediation meeting, and they called me to even sit in that meeting and discuss with me, so I can ask them questions on why do they think that they acted correctly.
Correct.
And then you know what? The wheel turns slowly, but it turns.
No, it will catch up.
And I hope the Western Province Executive, it is their duty, their absolute duty, to come down as hard as they possibly can on these two individuals. With the AGM coming up soon, there's one person that's actually possibly going to be the vice president.
Okay.
And they must come down as hard as they bloody can on these two individuals.
Yeah.
Because it starts off not only in the invitation, but it starts off with how selection was run. The one picking the other one without any record, without any cause. I'm not going to get myself into that situation again where I was last time. But you cannot have the convener of selectors reporting to someone that oversees the selectors, and then they are friends on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that word again, because last time when I said they are romantically involved, I got told that I called them lesbians on TV. I never called them. I just said they were romantically involved. So now you have that. That's already the one benefiting the other there in selection. The one covering for the other one. Now you go back. Now there's a case against them, against the one for behavior on the green, and now against both of them for benefiting themselves in the pairs. So surely, when is enough now?
Yeah, look, it has to be seen that that they're a controlling body. Let's call them that. They need to set examples and make examples of people who don't behave properly on greens or in any bowls environment for that matter. And they should be the role models. And if they're not, then sorry, it's not a dictatorship. Not at all.
Yeah, so I think we as members of the Western Province should be
aware of it. Yeah.
Be aware and stand strong against what happens in the next council meetings at the AGM. These questions should be raised.
100%.
Unfortunately, guys like me and you never make the council because I don't know why we don't make the council, but
He's doing other stuff.
no, it could be. But yeah, MP, that wraps us up for the week.
Yeah. Sorry to wrap it up on such a negative note,
I think
but these things.
I think it's a great note.
These things need to be spoken about and they need to be addressed. They
Yeah,
can't
and
be-
it needs to be out there because if it's just swept under the carpet, other districts might learn from this.
Mm.
If we just sweep these sort of things under the carpet and we're the biggest district in the
Mm.
country. We should be doing things right. We've got the
Mm.
most numbers of players, most members in the country,
Correct. Yeah.
and we still can't get it right.
Mm.
So I think the eyes are on the executive now to make the right decisions.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
Any case, Hampy, next week we're back.
Hmm.
Hopefully we can get Sheriff on next week.
Oh, that'd be good.
Get the Sheriff on with some feedback on the Aussie Open.
The Aussie Open wrap up.
Oh, well, just a conversation with our mate Aaron.
Omar.
Yeah, I struggle to call him that. It's,
That's what his mates back home call
yeah,
it.
I know, sure, but it's of Omar Sharif, which is
Yeah.
apparently some
Yeah, you won't know. It's before your time.
was he a rapper? Sounds like a rapper.
No.
Was he a singer?
Yes, he was a singer.
Oh, God, I thought he was a rapper.
Okay.
Any case, it sounds Omar Sharif sounds like a rapper. In case, Hampy, thank you very much. As always, a pleasure, and
Always
we
a
will
pleasure,
see
buddy.
you guys next week.